Secondary Education Board under clauses 23 and 24. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the committee recommended that the committee thoroughly considered the various submissions, presentations, observations, and comments by the critical stakeholders and indeed the general public on the provisions of the bill, made amendments when necessary, recommends and moves that Senate do consider the recommendations as contained in the bill attached to this report. I so move. Thank you, Mr. President.
Leader of the Senate, Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I move that the Senate resolve into the Committee of the Whole to consider the report. I so move.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to second the motion as moved by the leader. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, those in favor of the motion that the Senate resolves into Committee of the Whole to consider the report say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Senator Smart Ademi. Chief Whip. Why is Chief Whip? Anyway, it's okay, thank you. Distinguished colleagues, those in favor that clause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 stand part of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clause 11, staff of the commission on page 15. Those in favor at clause 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, power to borrow, and 20. Stand part of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Those who are at clause 21. Clause 21 on page 32, establishment of the National Senior Secondary Education Commission Fund. 22, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, stand part of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Those in favor at clause that interpretation on page 42, stand part of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Those in favor at the short title, stands part of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Those in favor at the schedule on page 43, stands part of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Those who are at the explanatory memorandum on page 46, stands part of the bill say aye. Those against any, the ayes have it. Those who order the long title on page 1 stands part of the bill say aye. Those against any, the ayes have it.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I move that the Senate reverts to plenary for Mr. President to report progress. I so move.
Minority Leader.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion that the Senate revert to plenary to report progress. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, those in favor of the motion that the Senate report progress say aye. Those against any, the ayes have it. The Senate and the Committee of the Whole consider the report of the Committee on Education, Basic and Secondary on the National Senior Secondary Education Commission Bill 2022 and approved as follows. Long title as recommended, clause 1 to 29 as recommended, interpretation as recommended, short title as recommended, schedule as recommended, explanatory memorandum as recommended. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole? Thank you. Clerk, Leader of the Senate. Third reading.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I move that this motion, this bill be read the third time. I so move.
Minority Leader.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion that this bill be now read a third time. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, please, the back row, please. Distinguished colleagues, those in favor of the motion that this bill be now read the third time, say aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it. Clerk of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, a bill for an act to repeal the National Secondary Education Commission (ETC) Act, Cap N73, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the National Senior Secondary Education Commission Act 2022 to prescribe and enforce minimum standards for senior secondary education in Nigeria, manage the National Senior Secondary Education Commission Fund, and for other related matters 2022. Third reading.
A bill for an act to repeal the National Secondary Education Commission (ETC) Act Cap N73, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the National Senior Secondary Education Commission Act 2022 to prescribe and enforce minimum standards for senior secondary education in Nigeria, manage the National Senior Secondary Education Commission Fund, and for other related matters 2022. Third reading taken, and the bill is passed. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the eighth order of the day is the presentation and consideration of the report of the Committee on National Security and Intelligence of the National Commission against the Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons Establishment Bill 2022. Distinguished senators will recall that the bill was referred to the committee on Tuesday, 9th November 2021. Mr. President, you may wish to invite Senator Abdullahi Gobir. You may wish to invite Senator Abdullahi Gobir, Chairman of the committee, to move the motion for the presentation and consideration of the report.
Distinguished Senator Gobir.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I'm going to be very brief, inshallah. I move that the Senate do receive and consider the report of the Committee on National Security and Intelligence on the National Commission Against the Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons Establishment Bill 2022 SB 513. I so move.
I need a seconder. Distinguished Senator Ayub Akin-Elure.
Thank you, Mr. President. Distinguished colleagues, my name remains.
Distinguished Senator Balan Allah. Please, you may sit close to whoever you want to speak with, please. And you can talk in Lotus.
Distinguished colleagues, my name remains Senator Akin-Elure, representing Ondo Central. I write to second the motion that the Senate do receive and consider the report of Committee on National Security and Intelligence on the National Commission Against Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons. I so second, Mr. President.
So, colleagues, those in favor of the motion that the Senate do receive and consider the report of the Committee on National Security and Intelligence on the National Commission Against the Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons Establishment Bill 2022, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. You may let the report, please. Chairman, we need an abridged presentation of your report because we have to operate in the next 8 minutes, including considering the bill itself.
Your Excellency, distinguished colleagues, I'm going to be very brief. The Senate at its sitting on Wednesday, 19th February 2020, Wednesday, 25th November 2020, and Tuesday, 9th November 2021, read the second time for the following bills, because there were 3 bills. First one, the Nigerian National Commission Against the Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons Establishment ETC Bill 2020 SB 283. The second, the bill, the National Commission on Against the Proliferation of
Small Arms and Light Weapons Bill 2020 FB 513. And the last one received from the executive is the National Center for the Coordination and Control of Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Arms, Bill 2021 SB 794 respectively, and referred to them to the Committee for Further Legislative Action.
Because we have the document, you don't have to go through objective of the bill, and we know what the objective is. You can go to recommendation if you like. Yes.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the bill is of great importance to the security and continued existence of this nation. It will go a long way in safeguarding our common humanity. It will still emphasize that in considering the bill, our focus should be on the committee's recommendation, since it is a product of consolidation of 3 bills referred to the committee. In view of the urgent need to address our present state of insecurity in the country, and the anticipated benefits to be derived from the bill, the committee recommends as follows: that the Senate do consider and approve the National Commission for the Coordination and the Control of the Proliferation of Small Arms and Allied Weapons Establishment, etc., Bill 2022. Mr. President, as conclusion, distinguished colleagues, on behalf of the committee, I wish to express our profound gratitude for the opportunity to serve in this capacity, and I humbly urge the Senate to expeditiously. Thank you.
Leader of the Senate, come to the hall, please. Minority Leader.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I ask to second the motion that we resolve it to Committee of the Whole to consider this report. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, those in favor of the motion that the Senate resolves into committee of the whole to consider the report, say aye. Those against any, the ayes have it. Don't worry. Distinguished colleagues, this is not a controversial bill, and it's an essential bill. Those who vote at clause 1 to 10 stand part of